Most drivers don't realize this, but your car insurance doesn't stay the same as you get older. In fact, for a lot of people, it actually follows a pattern. When you hit your 50s and 60s, your rates often go down. Insurance companies see you as experienced, lower risk, more predictable behind the wheel. But then something changes. Right around your mid to late 70s, and especially into your 80s, those same rates can start creeping back up. No warning, no clear explanation, just a higher bill. And that's where a lot of people get confused, because at this stage, most drivers are actually more careful than ever, driving less, avoiding busy roads, taking fewer risks. So why would the price go up? It comes down to how insurance companies think. They don't price based on you personally. They price based on patterns, large groups, statistics, things like reaction time, vision changes, and accident trends across age ranges. So once you fall into a certain category, your rate can change, even if nothing about your driving has. But here's the part most people never hear. You're not stuck with that number. Because every insurance company calculates risk differently, which means two companies can look at the exact same driver, same car, same history, and come back with completely different prices. And this is happening every day. The problem is, most people never see those differences. Because when they try to check, they run into the same thing over and over again. Forms, long forms, repeating the same information on multiple websites. And after a few attempts, most people just give up. They stay where they are and assume their rate is normal, but it might not be, especially if things have changed for you. Maybe you're driving less now. Maybe you're retired. Maybe your coverage hasn't been updated in years. All of those things can affect what you're paying. And here's where it gets interesting. Different companies specialize in different types of drivers. Some are more competitive for people over 50, others for retirees, some for low mileage drivers. Some even factor in things like military background, home ownership, or multi-car households. So the best company really depends on you, not the ad you saw on TV. And that's why guessing doesn't work. You have to compare. But instead of trying to do it all yourself, there's a simpler way. A lot of drivers now just make one quick call and have someone check multiple options for them based on their situation. No filling out the same form 5 times, no jumping between websites, just a quick way to see what's actually available. And the best part is, there's no pressure, no obligation to switch. You're just checking, because at the end of the day, you won't know if your current rate still makes sense unless you actually look, especially if you haven't compared anything in a while or if your driving habits have changed. So before your next renewal shows up, take a minute and see where you stand. Go to getrightinsure.com/GK and check your options now. Or call 1-888-240-2921 to get a quote.